My wife cheated for months with a coworker, breaking our marriage with lies and secret texts. Caught. She threatens suicide if I leave, gripping a knife in desperation. Torn and enraged, I push for divorce despite her pleas. Hey everyone, my name's Benjamin. I'm 28 years old, and I'm seriously losing it over here. I've been a lurker on Reddit for ages, but I finally caved and made an account because I need to vent and get some advice. This whole situation has turned my life upside down, and I'm desperate for some clarity because I feel like I'm drowning in it. Here's the rundown. I've been married to my wife, Grace, for 4 years now. We're both 28, met back in college, and for a long time, things were solid. Grace is this outgoing, high-energy person, always the one lighting up a room, cracking jokes, making friends wherever she goes. Me, I'm more chill, maybe a little too laid back, which might have been my first mistake. She's a freelance graphic designer, works from home mostly, while I'm a mechanic, steady gig, decent paycheck, keeps the bills paid. We don't have kids, thank God, because this mess would be 10 times worse if we did. About 6 months back, I started picking up on some weird vibes from Grace. She'd get all twitchy whenever her phone pinged. Like, she'd snatch it up or flip it face down real fast. I brushed it off at first. Maybe she was stressed about a deadline or something, but then she started staying out late. She'd say it was client meetings or working on a big project, but the excuses kept piling up. She'd roll in past midnight smelling like cigarettes. She doesn't even smoke, and her stories sounded flimsier every time. I'm not the jealous type, but after a while, you can't ignore that kind of pattern. 2 months ago, I hit my breaking point. She left her phone on the kitchen counter while she was showering, and yeah, I looked. I know people say snooping's a red flag, but my gut was screaming at me, and I couldn't take it anymore. That's when I found the chats. She'd been texting this guy, let's call him Samuel, for months. Samuel's some mid-30s artsy type she met through a freelance job. The messages started off innocent, just work stuff, but they turned flirty quick, pet names, inside jokes, and by the time I got to the recent ones, it was full-on sexting. Nudes, meetup plans, all of it. The kicker? A text from a week earlier where she told him she loved him. 4 years of marriage, and she's dropping, I love you, to some dude I've never even met. I didn't confront her right then. I sat on it for a couple days, stewing, trying to figure out how to handle it without blowing up. I kept replaying our whole relationship, every date, every late-night talk, wondering where I went wrong. Was I too boring? Too busy with work? I'm not perfect, sure. Maybe I've been distracted lately, not as attentive as I could have been, but cheating? That's a line I never thought she'd cross. When I finally brought it up, it was a total train wreck. We were having dinner, spaghetti, nothing special, but I'll never forget it because the plate's still got a chip from when she chucked it later. I just came out with it. I saw the text with Samuel. What's going on? Her face went pale, and she tried playing dumb, saying it was just flirting, and I was making a big deal out of nothing. But I had screenshots. Yeah, I'd saved them. So I showed her, and that's when she cracked. She started bawling, admitted she'd been sleeping with him for 3 months. 3 freaking months. That's 90 days of lying to me while I'm sitting here thinking we're good. I told her I wanted a divorce. I didn't scream or anything. Just said it straight, calm as I could manage. I couldn't even look at her without feeling sick. That's when it went off the rails. She started sobbing harder, grabbed my arm, and said if I left her, she'd kill herself. She kept saying it over and over. I'll do it, Ben. I'll end it, I swear. Then she bolted to the kitchen, yanked a knife out of the drawer, and held it to her wrist, shaking like a leaf. I panicked, wrestled it away from her, and spent the next hour talking her down while she begged me not to go. Her eyes were wild, her voice all broken. It was like something out of a nightmare. I've never been so scared in my life. Since then, she's been a mess. She cries nonstop, trails me around the house like a shadow, and keeps promising she'll change, cut Samuel off, quit her job, whatever it takes. But every time I mention divorce, she flips out and pulls the suicide card again. Last night, she locked herself in the bathroom with a bottle of sleeping pills and wouldn't come out until I swore I'd think about staying. I don't know if she's serious or if it's just a guilt trip, but it's got me questioning everything. Is she really that unstable? Or is this her way of keeping me stuck? Now, this isn't just about the affair. There's a whole mess of sub-conflicts making it worse. First, my family's all over me. My mom's obsessed with Grace, treats her like the perfect daughter-in-law. When I told her about the cheating, she wouldn't buy it at first. She kept saying, "Grace wouldn't do that. You're reading it wrong." Now she's on this crusade to fix us, calling me daily to say I should forgive her because marriage is hard, and people mess up. My dad's the total opposite. He's furious, thinks I'm an idiot for not kicking her out already. He keeps asking why I'm still crashing on the couch instead of lawyering up. It's like I'm caught between a guilt fest and a tough love sermon, and neither of them gets how trapped I feel. Then there's Grace's best friend, Lily. She's 27, works at a coffee shop, and she's been Grace's partner in crime since high school. Lily's loud, opinionated, doesn't mince words, super loyal, but it's a double-edged sword. Grace must have spilled everything to her because Lily showed up at our place last week. No warning, hammering on the door and yelling at me to stop torturing Grace. She said I was overreacting, that Grace is fragile right now, and if anything happens to her, it's on me. I tried explaining how I'm the one who got cheated on, but Lily wouldn't hear it. She just kept talking over me, saying I'd never get how hard this is for Grace. It's like I'm the jerk for not shrugging off 3 months of betrayal. Work's taking a hit too. I've been a zombie at the shop, messing up basic stuff like tire rotations because my head's not in it. My boss pulled me aside the other day, asked what's wrong. I mumbled something about personal crap and left it at that, but he gave me this look, like, get your act together or else. I can't lose my job over this, but every time I'm under a hood, I'm back home wondering if Grace is okay or if she's texting Samuel behind my back. Speaking of Samuel, I don't know much about him, just what I saw in those chats and a quick stalk online. He's got this pretentious Instagram, black and white photos, vague captions, acting like he's some tortured artist. I keep picturing him, this smug dude who waltzed into my marriage like it was nothing. Part of me wants to confront him, tell him to stay the hell away, but what's that gonna do? Grace is the one who opened the door. Still, I catch myself daydreaming about running into him. What I'd say, what I'd do. None of it's pretty. The mental toll is brutal. I don't trust myself anymore. Am I too soft for not bailing already? Or am I a monster if I leave and she actually does it? I keep thinking about this one night last summer. We were sprawled on the couch, watching some cheesy horror flick, laughing so hard we couldn't breathe. I remember thinking, this is my person, this is forever. Now that couch feels like a crime scene. How do you go from that to this? Our apartment's a disaster too. Dishes are stacked in the sink because neither of us cares enough to wash them. The living room's trashed, blankets and pillows where I've been sleeping, her crap scattered everywhere like she's staking a claim. We barely talk unless it's her crying or me trying to keep the peace. Last weekend, I crashed at my parents' place for a night just to breathe, and when I got back, Grace had flipped out, trashed the bedroom, clothes all over, a busted lamp. She said she lost it, thinking I'd left for good. I cleaned it up while she sat there sobbing apologies. It's like living with a ghost of who she used to be. I've tried suggesting therapy or counseling, but she won't budge unless I promise we're staying together first. She says she'll do anything, delete her phone, move to a new city, whatever, but only if I don't leave. It feels like a trap, not a solution. Even if she followed through, could I ever trust her again? Every text she gets, every late night, I'd be on edge. That's not a marriage, that's a prison sentence. My friends are split on it. Mike, my best bud since we were kids, says I should grow a spine and walk. She's playing you, man, he keeps saying. She cheated, got caught, and now she's pulling this suicide stuff to guilt you into staying. He's probably right. He usually is, but then I see her with that knife in my head, and I can't move. Another friend, Jake, thinks I should give it one more shot, says maybe she's genuinely sorry. But Jake's the optimistic type, never been burned like this, so I take his advice with a grain of salt. Grace's parents are in the mix too. Her mom called me last week, crying, begging me to help her through this. Said Grace has always been emotional, and I'm the only one who can save her. Her dad didn't say much, just grunted something about working it out, but I could tell he's embarrassed. They don't know the half of it, and I'm not about to spill all the dirty details to them. I keep circling back to the past, trying to piece it together. Like, 2 years ago, we took this road trip to the coast, just us, a beat-up rental car, and a playlist of her favorite songs. We stayed in this shitty motel, ate greasy diner food, and walked the beach at night. She kept saying how lucky we were, how she'd never want anyone else. Was that all a lie? Or did something change I didn't see? I've been racking my brain for signs. Missed anniversaries, fights I brushed off, but nothing stands out. Maybe that's the worst part. I didn't see it coming. Every day's a repeat now. I wake up on the couch, stiff as hell, check she's still breathing, then drag myself to work. She's either glued to me, begging, or locked in our room, silent. I've stopped cooking, living off takeout and coffee, because sitting at that table with her feels like a lie. The other night, I found an old photo of us from our wedding, smiling, clueless, and I just stared at it, wondering who those people even were. So here I am, spilling my guts to strangers online because I don't know what else to do. I'm exhausted, angry, and stuck. Am I the problem here for wanting out after she cheated? Or am I out of line for not sticking it out, especially with her threats? I need some perspective. Hit me with it, Reddit. What the hell do I do?
Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the story. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our daily updates.